Domestic violence can happen to anyone. It happens regardless of your age, gender, sexual orientation, educational or occupational background. Domestic violence occurs in every racial, ethnic, and religious group. It doesn't matter how much money you make or where you live. You probably know someone who is a victim of domestic violence or has been victimized by an intimate partner. It's not always easy to recognize abuse, even for victims themselves. And it's hard to know what to do to help a family member, friend, or coworker who may be experiencing this. But there is hope, and help is available.
Hey, I saw your sister Jill the other day.
Oh yeah? How'd she seem?
She seemed a little off, like distant. And she didn't want me to see her. Oh, maybe it was just a bad day.
You know, I hope everything's okay. Something's odd. Lately she can't do anything without checking with Tom. It's weird. I've noticed other things too.
He seems like a great guy.
I saw some bruises on her arms the other day. I didn't say anything, but I think she's hiding something.
Really? Well, he comes across a little controlling, but...
I think it's more than that. The other day, I had lunch with Jill, and he called. All I could hear was yelling. She looked scared.
Oh, have you asked her directly if something is wrong?
Yeah, I tried that, but she gets a little angry when I push. Says it's nothing. Stress at work, but she's not happy.
What are you two all serious about over here?
You know my sister Jill?
Yeah.
I think there's something going on with her and Tom. He's constantly on her and always wants to know where she is, what she's doing. She has to ask for permission or for money to do things. I've heard him yell at her, and it's nasty. She's just not herself. I've got a really bad feeling about it.
You know, we have a friend in the same boat. His partner started controlling everything in his life and became very abusive, calling him names. The cops even got involved. If you think that she's in trouble, you should reach out to her. Have you talked to her?
Yeah, I tried, but she says everything's fine. I don't know. What do I do? What if I do something and he hurts her? Or she gets mad, or he gets mad and comes after me? I want to help, but I don't know what to do.
We met through mutual friends, and almost immediately we became inseparable. He was cute and funny. He called, dropped by with flowers, and was just so charming. He made coffee in the morning and cleaned up after himself. We just couldn't get enough of each other. The abuse didn't start out physical. Honestly, I didn't even realize it was abuse until later. I just thought it was the way he was. He would tell me I was so lucky to have him, or he could do much better than me, and the house needed to be cleaner, or my friends weren't really my friends. I needed to be there with him when he was there, and just on and on. Then he started hurting me, not hitting, but pushing and grabbing. Then he would apologize, right? Oh, I'm so sorry. Had you just listened to me the first time, I wouldn't have had to grab you so hard. The abuse got worse, and it happened more often, and he started punching and kicking, and I'm hiding all this from the people who love me, so I had no one to turn to. I was afraid to go to the police because he said they wouldn't believe me, and as the abuse got worse, so did my fear that something really bad was going to happen to me. The final straw was when we went to a neighbor's house one day for a party, and he accused me of flirting with some man. As soon as we got back to the house, he went in on me, and he got increasingly more threatening. And before I knew it, he had his gun. It wasn't even the first time he did that. But thankfully, his uncle came in and I got out of there. I was surprised that something like that could happen to someone like me. I mean, I'm college educated, I have a good job, I own my home. I have lots of friends and family who love me. I had no idea that I could be involved with someone who would hurt me. And it wasn't until later that I realized the danger I was in, and I had to get out.
This is tough, but I think we have to do something.
I don't know. I'll try talking to Jill. Maybe just knowing that I'm concerned might help her open up so we can figure out what's going on.
And I'll check with my friend and see what he did. But I do know this. If you think she's in danger, you need to reach out to her.
Okay, I'll get in touch with her again, but I don't know what I can do.
Look, if there's nothing going on, fine, no big deal. But if there is, she needs to know that you're there and you're willing to help. And there's a lot of help out there.
Yeah. Yeah, I get it. Don't do nothing.
As we just saw, it was difficult for both Jill's family and Keisha to identify domestic violence, especially in the beginning. Domestic violence is a pattern of controlling behaviors that can escalate over time. It's not just physical abuse. It can be emotional, financial, or sexual abuse as well. Victims often say they feel as though they're walking on eggshells as they describe living with or dating an abusive partner. They feel afraid and isolated from their family and friends. Domestic violence can happen to anyone, but help is available. Many organizations and professionals provide specialized resources, support, and information so that victims of domestic violence can make informed decisions. Reach out to a friend or family member if you think they're being abused. Your willingness to get involved can be a first step to safety. Don't do nothing.
But that was the worst thing that I could do. Just about the worst thing that I could do. It was just about the worst thing that I